one of his pets.
Ooh, this is a
I
more
don't-
new show.
And I don't even know how many he has because I lost track.
He has Cathegus has a mimic army.
And with that,
The last
I
time I
think,
checked, it was over 12.
Oh, if you're about to start, I'll pop out.
yeah, I was about
How's it
to
going,
start
guys?
the stream.
There we go.
And then there were
I'm
3.
sorry, I was just trying to get my 20 to work. And then finally did.
Is it working now?
Hmm?
Okay, cool. Oh god.
Is your
I
toy
keep-
working?
I keep causing the microphone on OBS to go full red, and I don't know if that's bad or good. Hey, Fox, can you go do me a favor real quick?
The favor.
Could you go into YouTube, listen to my stream, and then see how terrible my microphone sounds, if it does? Because it's showing up as, when I talk like this, it's showing up as redded out in OBS, which is not a good sign.
Damn, why'd I search a bug boy? I'm now 10, 17. Da-da.
Let me know when you're on the actual live stream.
I'm searching as best I can.
It's fine. If you want to help me out with that Sortu, you can as well, since you're here.
Let's see. YouTube. Why am I going to there? You could just open the application.
Wait, just realized I have you as a subscriber.
Oh, you haven't subscribed to me?
I realized I had you subscribed. Like, wait, what the fuck should I do?
Everyone who's watching the stream, please go subscribe to my channel. And subscribe to Fox's channel as well. I believe he also produces content.
No, I used to have singing videos. I'm not gonna have that anymore. I am anxious as fuck.
Oh, okay. Oh. We lost a loot. He tried to call me in DMs. That's weird.
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made, indeed. I was like, we lost the loot. I look back, there's a call. Wait, what? And then you leave the call. Silly Kobo boy. So, while Fox is doing that, where we last
You
left
sound
off,
good.
well, there was a bunch of random nonsense that happened and related to Sortu. But more specifically, towards the end of it, he basically realized that he was trapped on the bed, and he tried contacting someone, anyone that he could possibly reach. And that's when he actually remembered, through a successful religion check, there was possibly one god he could actually reach. And that was Beradros, the god of the dawn.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And you actually were able to contact Beradros. It was faint, it was quiet, but you were able to contact him. You and the god had a brief chat, and it was the first person you talked to in you don't know how long. And he said that he would send you aid. That aid will come in the form of a certain derg that will be showing up later in this session. However, as I will point out as the DM, this is not actually Beradros doing this, but instead Cathangos is going to come anyway, and Beradros is just going to take credit for it.
Thangus, in the meantime, had his moment where he got extremely angry that he just, as Dracul had poofed.
Yeah, Cathangos, meanwhile, in the last main session that he was in, realized where Sortu was, and realized there's something he had to do. He couldn't leave him there, and he knew one surefire way to get to this place. And so, he caused an incident. Something he has been trying to avoid for a long time now.
Himself stressed.
He traumatized himself, is the way I explain it to other people. And, yeah. Through that, you were able to transport to this place, which we'll get to in a second. But also, you blew up one of Sylvester's rooms, I'll point out.
Of course he did.
Cathagos just teleporting equals a nuke.
It wasn't quite a nuke, but it was 5 sticks of dynamite. In terms of power.
That's still a lot of dynamite.
That's a lot of dynamite, yes. Especially for a pre-industrial world. Like, you blew out an entire room. And if it wasn't for the fact that Silvestro is powerful and rooms can self-regenerate in his thing, that would actually be a problem.
I think there was even the question for Silvestro of where Cathagos go, and Silvestro just looked dumbfounded. It's like, he went to Sortu.
He went to Sortu. Yeah.
He just looked very dumbfounded.
Yeah, the party just hears an explosion in the background in one of Silvestro's rooms, and just like everyone asks, like, "Wait, where did our derg boy go?"
Yeah. Oh, they did, and we actually already resolved all that sort of stuff because that happened at the start of the last mainline session. Was Cathagos leaving? And then like pretty much the entirety of that session was talks about the airship, and also just them trying to figure out where the hell Cathagos went. And over the course of the entire thing, they eventually figured out from Silvestro that he's gone. He left and didn't come back. And Dracul was pissed, if I remember correctly, about it.
Cool is very pissed because Jay is like, he's just a person, and Dracul is just like, he is basically a brother to me.
Right.
The shape-shifting boy.
And then I believe it left off with you guys going up in the city and spending some more time together. And then we were going to do the airship reveal, but we ran out of time, and everyone wanted to end the stream. So the airship reveal will be in the next main Timeline 1 session. That is my goal for the next Timeline 1 session, is to reveal the damn airship.
I like also how I gave the glows that Cathagos summoned more personality.
Yeah. So, let's get this actual session started, shall we? Do we all have water? We need water.
Yes.
Jeez.
Good. I do not have water. I'll go grab some water. I'll be back.
Get some goddamn water.
Fucking hydrate, bitch!
Okay, I'm gonna go hydrate.
Drink some goddamn freaking water.
I'm going to be doing lots of talking, so yeah.
I know.
Meanwhile, while I do this, Cathagos, feel free to drop yourself somewhere on the map in the vicinity of the stone circle center.
He's just unresponsive. I'm just trying to figure out how to work with this. Come on. You don't want to do this, buddy.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy, old pal. Did you know that if you know that, did you know that you didn't know that you did, because you didn't, and you did, so did you know?
Kid.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
I know.
Because if you did, you didn't, that you did. But you don't, but you did.
I returned to water.
Good.
I have now gained a proper amount of hydration.
And hydration's always good.
Yeah.
But I do it from this, because I assume it's the tabs. Launch as player. Player, I don't want to be GM mode for this.
Yeah. Are you not able to see the map, by the way?
Oh, I'm able to see the map. I like the map.
Okay. I was just wondering what the technical difficulties are on your end. That's all. I didn't know.
He was having difficulties dragging derg.
Ah, okay.
I tried to drag Cathagos, and several Cathagoses almost appeared. I didn't want several Cathagoses to appear.
Several Cathagoses.
There to Fangos is later.
I like to imagine that something slightly went wrong with your transportation, so when you appear, it's just multiple Cathanuses that all fall on top of each other and then fuse back together into a single person.
Oh no, it happened.
I see it happening. It's happening.
Lord has appeared. Get the watch.
And there's the doggo.
I love Righteous painting just looking like he's about to say something.
Also, I noticed that not only are these multiple Cathanuses, they're also Cathanuses without stats, which is interesting. They're missing their stats for some reason. Let me look into your thing.
They're actually pretty good for Cabangas, I just realized. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. I learned that apparently it did not like to be opened in a new window.
No.
How did you learn that?
The moment I close I put it in the window with everything else, it's just like, okay, now I work.
No, Firefox, I don't want to do that. It said, Firefox is slowing down. If you'd like to speed it up, please stop this window. I'm like, no, I'm not stopping Roll20.
I need that window.
Yeah, okay, yeah, this token is not set properly. Let me actually fix that. So, AC.
I have my blankie.
You have your blankie? Cool.
Yeah,
this is
blanket.
blanky.
Well, you very need the comfort because of the nonsense that's going to be going on here.
Oh, I know.
You brought your
I have-
anti-horror material, yes. Cathangus has his cuddly Strixhaven mascot.
Also immune to being charmed or frightened.
That is
All right,
evidently
well-
your current stats, is the ones that are set on your token.
Let me just put myself in the dark with one glowing ball.
For the artistic prodigy one?
Yeah, that's the artistic prodigy one.
I'm forgetting I call myself Mystic. I don't like it.
Hehe. Gosh, the heartless.
We
Okay.
basically are there.
For some reason,
I don't know why-
Firefox keeps freezing today whenever I try to load Cathangus' stat sheet. Hopefully this is not a trend for the future.
Yeah, Cathanglis, why are you being so lazy? Yeah, Fox.
Stats just don't want to appear.
Not what I meant to click. I'm fixing his character sheet. Give me a second.
I don't know why, but like one day I just want to do a stupid thing of like making a character but make them sound like Goofy all the time.
Alright.
You
Oh.
can make a paladin.
There is
We
one
need to
other
go
friend, though.
there.
Sorry, go ahead.
We need to go there. Gosh.
Silly.
Gosh.
Okay.
Favorite banjo.
I'd like to get back to the actual stream, please. So, there is a... so, Sortu, as you're sitting there talking to Zertus, I believe is what his name is?
Well, Certus is actually sitting against like this, like why can I not move true form you though?
Okay.
I can't move the true form you though. God damn it! Why? I don't know why I can't move with my inky friend, but that
Also,
doesn't matter right now.
Zertus's, thing. By the way, for reference on you, Fox, that actual token that he's using, that's Zertus' appearance, not Sortu's appearance.
I got it.
Just for reference. So, he's switching out which token is which for who is currently the primary driver of the body. And I'm now doing Zertus' token, so it's actually proper.
Yeah, like the inky kobold can be seen sitting against like the pillar holding a Strixhaven. What was it? The
Cuddly
Strixhaven.
Strixhaven mascot.
Well, no, he has the mascot in his lap. It's the what was it?
Silverclaw.
Yeah, the Silver Quill book.
The Inkling.
The Silver Quill primer. The
Mascot's called the
primer.
Inkling.
The Inkling is the Inkling is currently in their pixie form. They're like they're cute fox form in their lap while they are holding the primer and reading.
Yeah. So, as this is going on, something seems to break the monotony. As you hear a small pop noise behind you, you hear a dog saying "wee," and then you hear what sounds like Cathainglis's screech noise as he falls onto the flat ground and face plants the stonework. Actually, Cathanglis, make a dexterity saving throw. You and Raichu. I want to see if you can fall on your feet or not.
I'm gonna do it. I'm just waiting for the character sheet to load.
That's fine.
Oh boy.
Why are you like this today?
It's going to be a... While he does that, I'm also going to start putting self-promotion everywhere.
Ooh, self-promotion. Remember, guys, subscribe, join, and hit that notification bell.
I more meant I'm going to be posting in all the servers, but yes.
Kinda not cool.
I am waiting on those saves.
I'm sorry, I'm just dealing with some technical difficulties on my end.
Yay. Du-du-du-du-du.
Someone is like, hey, you want to play Jackbox Party right now? I'm like, no, I'm streaming. What are you doing?
While we are waiting for some rolls, why don't we do a loading roll?
Opie is being dopey. That's a reference to my wife. Okay.
There's just something she said in the meantime.
Do you want me to make the rolls like a thing?
If you can even get to the fucking decks.
I could probably get to it faster.
In the meantime, I'm gonna try to get to it, but
Roll20 is being really slow right now. I don't know why. It's not just on your end, it's in general. Roll20 seems very slow right now.
Making up.
Slow.
Like, it's continually freezing up my Firefox, which is weird, because it hasn't ever done that before.
Yeah, can you roll for me?
I was waiting for it to load.
Okay.
Am I the only one not being affected by lag?
I'm not affected by lag in the thing, but like for loading character things, I'm affected by lag. Okay, so Cathainglis, you managed to land someone on your feet just fine. However, Raichu doesn't, and when you land on your feet just fine and look over and start to go, hey, Sortu, Raichu falls on top of you. And nearly crushes you into the purple stonework below.
Raichu, that's not healthy for my pores.
Like, Silas will like look over like to see what happened before going back and flipping a page.
Yeah, you look over and see it, and you see what appears to be Cathanglis and Raichu here. However, Cathanglis is covered in blue fire, and you don't know what that means.
He's just being a silly fire puppy.
Raichu is also covered in blue fire, and you don't know what that means.
Okay, now I no longer mean. I no longer mean.
Hello, Jan. Welcome to the stream. Fox, do you know what it means? Okay. So, you two do your first interactions with each other. I don't really have anything else to say. This is time for you two as characters to talk.
Surprised this place doesn't explode. And then it's just a moment. It was surprised this place isn't exploding after this time.
Cathanglis, it feels a little weird being here. And as you're looking down at yourself, you notice you're glowing in blue fire.
God damn it, not again.
But it feels different. You don't feel the oppressive atmosphere that you felt last time you were here. It almost... You can't quite put your finger on what it is. But something's different this time.
Raichu would just tackle hug Sortu.
Sortu, you have a giant dog hugging you. Do you try to avoid it?
Yes.
Okay, give me a dexterity save.
Yeah. 17.
Raichu, make an acrobatics check. Did you ever get his stat sheet loaded up?
No.
Seems like
It's just lagging a lot.
Seems like I have two
Oh
names now?
boy.
Yeah, I don't know why it showed up as Jan at first, but it's supposed to be Jada's. Acrobatics for Raichu. Public roll.
Oh no. Oh no.
Guidance would not apply there. But still, he got a 20. So, yeah, no, you try to duck out of the way, but he glomps you and is now on top of you, licking your face.
Well, currently he is tasting ink.
The weirdest thing I tasted after looking at Cathanglis.
He's also he's licking your face though. He stops after a little bit when he realizes you're covered in ink and he's licking up ink.
Give me a second.
Fuck.
Okay. I can do the voice.
Okay. Fox, what does Raichu say in this one?
Not that bad compared to Cathanglis.
That was me then, not.
Me too. Just jumps back.
So I noticed
Man.
completely closing Firefox and opening it again helped the lag a little bit on my end, Fox. So that might help on your end. I don't know. It might make it work.
Close Chrome. It's gonna. Unless I do this. Hold on. Push you to a different thing.
Boy.
Mask goes.
You do also notice. You do also notice, Sortu. Cathanglis is behind him, and I believe Zerdis would comment on this.
Well, Certus is the one out, so that's why he said Mutt and not Silly Doggo.
Right. Zerdis remembers these two, though, but he doesn't remember them from your world. He remembers them from Strixhaven. He wasn't necessarily friends with them in Strixhaven, but they were, and I quote, honorable people in his eyes. Which, given what you know about Zerdis, Sortu, is quite a compliment compared to how he usually treats people.
Let's see. What should he be referred to as? Okay, Mr. Ace it is.
Good thing this.
Yes, you're talking.
You hear a clanking noise in your pocket.
What is it this time?
Do you?
He just looks inside his pocket. What is it this time?
You notice, it wasn't just you and Raiju that end up here. You brought Squirt the oil can with you.
God damn it! Why did I bring the freaking other go? He just. Why did I bring the other goes? Calm down, calm down. I don't want to get fluffy again.
He just goes, "This wasn't my idea. Where the hell did you think you were going?"
I just wanted to see my friend.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to hang out with you for a while, but then all of a sudden you just warp and I disappear here. What the hell is this place?
It's just the Void Ocean.
The fuck is the Void Ocean?
I could tell a lot of stories about it, but that's fun, isn't it?
Sortu, that's the first time you've actually heard the name of what this place is. Just for reference.
Oh boy. Mr. Ace being usually friendly with everyone, along with his dumb mud friend.
Thank you, Zertus.
That.
What was the quote?
This says thank you, Zertus.
Ah. Yeah. Okay.
Wait, how do you, like, yeah.
Thankless just giggles.
It's just here.
I'm pretty sure
We fix it.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't called that name when I was at that time.
Back then, he was called Sortu, for reference. But, Cathangless, you somehow know that he's going by a different name now, and you don't know why you know this.
A lot of things that happens to me that I don't know. He just quickly just shifts the topic. So how's things?
Well, sharing a body with a wimp, also have to deal with his breakdowns, the basic. Also not having a stable body, meaning I am not really in control all the time,
I mean, given the fact that you are a manifestation of anxiety.
Well, I wouldn't call him a manifestation, I just appeared one day and now I'm here because of that thing and now I do stuff, Like I could kick your ass.
Thankless just circs. I wouldn't want to try me with that.
Alright.
I am joking with you, because there's no way I'm able to do that. Well, yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Well, maybe with
When we were at Strixhaven.
Well, maybe with your motto over there, I can handle him, but not you yet.
Even with him, I'm starting to judge his true power.
Indeed. Okay,
So what brings you?
I'm fixing my audio a little bit, don't mind me.
Eh.
So, I don't know how well this is going to sound, but now I have it filtering through noise suppression, a gain gate, and then more noise suppression.
Ooh, lots of suppression.
Yep.
Suppression!
So, good thing this. You begin to notice something odd. This is something you never paid attention to before. All of the stonework and all of the ground around here is octarine in color, except for the glowing, luminescent green fungi and the bloodstains in water. Everything else is
that water.
octarine purple in color. Sorry, go
I
ahead.
recommend. It's just smirks. I wouldn't recommend drinking that water though. How long has
I
it
have.
been?
Do you think I know?
No, that's what's kind of scary with this place.
If we're on some more relaxing music, because those a bit of a happy time.
Yeah, cause it's totally happy time, Mr. God.
Yep. So,
Casually breaks the fourth wall.
well, I mean, you could be talking to Bear Gross, to be fair. He's also Mr. God. So, you have the infinite expanse of the void in front of you. Where would you like to go? If anywhere at all.
The thing is just searches around.
Alright, give me an investigation check. How far do you go out?
Reminder: I can't. See. It crashed through me. Roll 20 crashed.
Wait, so you can't see roll 20?
You cannot see.
Okay, I'll stream my... No, if I do that, that's gonna cause it. But whatever. I'll try. I'll stream my screen. On my end, it shows that you're still in roll 20. Okay, there we go.
No longer.
Hold on, I think I may have found it.
Found the YouTube? Okay.
Just clear instead. Sorry for being a lot of
It's okay, we're just starting.
Yeah, it's fine. I just wish a lot of these bugs installed before the actual thing, but that's fine.
For this, the bugs are okay until now.
Of course they do it on the live stream. They're doing it live.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, now we have it up.
better?
So I should explore more outside now that you can finally see more of a view outside for once.
How far out are you going? I don't mean physically on the map. I mean, as in conceptually, Cathangus, how far out are you going? Because something I'll point out about the Void Ocean. Most of the environments in the Void Ocean will not have a corresponding map. I have
You
some
would
maps,
actually
but not a lot. So go ahead.
try to examine most of the surroundings.
Do you go out like 50 feet? Do you go out 100 feet? What?
50.
50 feet. Okay. Give me an investigation check.
One moment, I'm loading up the character sheet. Sorry if that's happening.
And while
Something
you
like-
do that, I'll roll 1d1. Oh
Oh,
boy.
you're gonna be.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Bye.
Oh boy. Jeez, Wickers. That hurt like a stick on a truck.
Cathangus, I forget. Do you have the ability to fly? Okay. That's important for me to know in this place.
Then Raiju, I think, has the ability. He does. He has dragon wings.
So he can fly slowly. He can
Raiju
fly
just-
quite as fast as Sortu can, but...
Yeah.
Raju's just heavily hovering.
I like to think when he flies, he just runs through the air as if he's running on ground, but it's in the air.
Yes.
It's like he doesn't need to do that, he just does it because his instincts tell him to.
Yeah, he's not running, he's like doggy pedaling.
Yeah, doggy paddling in the air. Do you want me to do the investigation check at this point, since it won't load for you?
I'm just examining the files.
Jesus.
It's 35.
To be fair, I don't think you'd be using memories of the past at the moment.
No memories
That's
must correspond to
29.
this.
You evidently have a lot of guns that you never statted up on your actual stat sheet. No wonder there's so much lag in your stat sheet. Look how many weapon attacks you have in here.
Oh
How many does
yeah.
he? How many does he have?
Yes.
He
That's a
has
good number.
well over 30 different attacks that he put into here.
He's
Yes.
a pacifist.
As well
He's a
as, like, the
passive-
stupidly sized inventory. Like, that's the reason why there's so much lag for this one particular character sheet, is because of how much inventory he has. Also, the majority of these things, he never put a weight on. So, I will say, by the way, most of the stuff that's in this inventory, you don't necessarily have on you right now, Playlist.
Oh no.
He is pacifist using his fist. Potentially, yes. Anyway, so as you're investigating, you start you take a step in a wrong direction, or you don't you think it's a wrong direction, as suddenly your foot just falls and you begin very quickly sinking into the ground.
Again.
It feels like quicksand, but much faster. So, I will give you one turn to try and figure out something to do. You're being suctioned into the ground at 120 feet per round.
Karen?
Walk.
What was
I'm
that?
not sure.
Walk.
I couldn't hear what Fox is saying. He's being very quiet.
He'd cast water walk.
Water walk. Okay, you cast water walk. It doesn't do anything. You guessed it. This is not water.
Let me just.
So you try to give me a perception check to see if you even notice this incline. Actually,
Perception?
yeah, for Zerdis and Sortu.
Nope. Wait, Sortu. Let's see, Sortu. 25 for Sortu.
Okay, Sortu saw it, but I would like you to make me a persuasion check against Zerdis' insight to see if you can convince him to go notice something that is time sensitive. Basically, you make a persuasion check.
Persuasion, which is a 30.
Okay, and now roll
Again.
insight for him.
Against Inside, which is 20. Not dirty 20.
Okay, so he manages to see it, and you fly over to where Cathanglis is,
Well, actually. Boop. Small.
small kobold boy goes over there. And, Sortu, what do you do when you get approaching Cathanglis? He's about halfway into the ground at this point.
Well, he will try to, like, pull him up.
Okay. So, Cathanglis and Sortu...
Let's roll animal handling.
Animal handling does not matter in this case. I will have both of you make, strength checks. I will also accept athletics.
Oh, wait.
Quail.
And specifically, Cathanglis, you'll be at disadvantage for this one.
Yeah.
I'll roll for you now.
I'm sorry. I'm getting things If I do things right, I could actually set things up. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Sortu had the right intentions, but not enough upper body strength as he starts to get pulled under the sand with the Thangless. You try to pull him out, and you realize you're just being pulled down into the sand. Do you continue holding on to Thangless, or do you just let go and save yourself?
He's my friend. If he's dying, I'm dying with him.
Okay. So, both of you get swallowed into the sand below, leaving Raiju and Squirt and the Inkling standing there confused, not knowing what to do.
Here we go again. Raju's like, here we go again.
Well, you can't because your mouth is full of sand.
No, Raiju says that.
Alright. With that, shall we will continue a little bit with just Raichu, Squirt, and what's the name of the Inkling? I forget what his name is.
True form Ubel.
Ubel, Raiju, and Squirt. Squirt goes, well, I don't know where the hell they went. What are we supposed to do?
I'm trying to find him.
How the heck are we supposed to find him in this place? I can barely see anything, and I have dark vision.
There's a way, there's a way.
How's Ubel react?
Fucker doesn't leave for long.
Yeah, Ubel is just going to transform into the pixie form, like a fox pixie, and just sit on Raiju's head.
So,
Huh?
what's the pixie form doing? Oh, it's going to Raiju and doing stuff with his head. What?
Just sits on his head.
Okay. At this point, Squirt kind of clanks over and hops onto Raiju's back and says, fine, but you're in charge of the expedition. Now go, my steed. Go find him. And as he's pretending Raiju is his steed. So now we have the adventures of Raiju, Squirt, and Ubel as they go to try and find their masters.
Yes!
Meanwhile, with their masters, in the Hall of Justice.
Meanwhile, in the parallel dimension.
You find yourselves on this map.
Oh.
You're not on Roll20 anymore, Brock. I've noticed.
On which side?
Not actually, because there is. Is this on the regular layer? Oh, this is not on the regular layer. This is on the GM layer. Let me move that to the regular layer. Token layer. Both of you wake up floating in this raft.
Oh, time. Daytime.
Oh boy!
So, Cathangless, this continues to feel weirdly different from any time before. But
Yeah,
it's
first
not in a
time-
bad way. Sortu, you can drag yourself here. You're in the front of the boat,
Yeah.
he's in the back of the boat. Both of you wake up here. You have no idea how you got here, but given what you've seen of this place, neither of you are surprised that you ended up in a random location. What you are
Oh boy,
surprised
Adventure
about, though,
time.
is you're in the water. Specifically in a boat on the water.
Oh, hey, Cathangless. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yes, Sortu.
Anyway, did you break flowers?
Let's just make flowers. Here you go.
By the way, the boat is controllable by all players. If you want to move the boat around the map, you can.
Wait, why is the boat not on my screen? There it is.
No idea. It's in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. It's very tiny.
Yeah. Select everything and move.
So, the boat, very tiny little boat, it's drifting at about maybe 1 mile per hour. There's very little current here, but there's a bit of current. But the water is black, it's like dark blue and brackish. It's hard to see into it.
Do something here, but I know it's just not going to work in the end.
What would you like to try and do?
Angus should just use the spell light.
Use the spell light. Alright, as you cast it's a cantrip, right? As you cast the cantrip light, it illuminates an area around you, as you would expect. However, it seems to be about half the area it normally would. It does illuminate a bit of section around you, but it only illuminates 10 feet around you with dim light, and additional 10 feet around you with bright light, and additional 10 feet of dim light, instead of the full 20/20 that you would expect. So,
Well, that's new.
it's not useless, but, you know, there you go. You do have a bit of illumination.
As long as Raichi doesn't go on a suicide mission again, I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to question what you said anyway. So, yeah, adventure time, it seems.
Yeah, this place is big on Adventure Time. Thanks, this
especially if they want-
practically half, like, actually.
Would
Yeah,
anyone like to
totally.
investigate the boat or the water?
I'm gonna see if this works.
There, you can look around inside the boat. It's a small boat, but there is some. You do know some
Yeah,
small boxes.
I will
in the
check
boat.
out the. I will try to see if I can see anything in the water.
Okay.
Did my roll work?
Like any movements or something.
All right. What's your question, Fox?
My roll work?
You could inspect the woodwork, yes, and there's also small boxes in the boat as well. We'll start with Sortu's thing first. So, give me either a perception or investigation check on the water, or survival. I'll also accept survival. So, perception, investigation, or survival on the actual water.
14.
Okay.
I rolled.
You don't know what you're rolling for right now, Fox, because I'm working on Sortu right now, not you.
I'm sorry.
I'll tell you what you need to roll later. So, Sortu, as you're looking through, it's hard to see much of anything. You can tell it's water. Like, this isn't some other material. You can tell this is actually water. But there's a murky darkness in the water that looks a little unnatural. It's like you're staring into the depths of the ocean but it's on the surface of the ocean instead of the depths of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, you can only see about 20 or so feet into the water before it's just too dark. And you can't see a single thing.
Wow, this is either a good sign or a bad sign. Okay.
Okay. Cathanglis, you're inspecting the woodwork? Give me carpentry. Give me a carpenter's check.
Okay, good. Sorry, I didn't need to say that loud. Okay, good. Figure out how to use an app.
What app? The Roll20 app?
Hmm?
Okay, it's pretty terrible, I'll warn you.
Hold on. Give me a moment.
Boy. Bless you.
That was dumb, but thank you. I also have a lot of
Ooh, bubbles.
I will say, notably, the water is not purple, unlike almost everything else in this place. It actually looks like normal water, and it's dark blue. Okay. From looking at the wood of the boat, it appears to be made of ash wood, but weirdly enough, it appears to be brand new. As in, you can't find any, like, water erosion or anything on it. Or aging. Which
Oh, interesting.
doesn't make any sort of sense for a boat that's been in the water for any period of time. But given what you know, you just chalk it up to the weirdness of this place.
Indeed.
Howdy, Goodfly. Welcome to the stream. Would anyone like to investigate the small boxes in the boat as you're drifting along this boat?
Wait, how many boxes are there?
There's a pile of about 6 boxes of various sizes. Most of them are about around the same size, so there is 2 that are bigger.
You can try investigating.
Sure.
Sure, why not?
Which ones do you open first? Do you open one of the small ones first or one of the big ones first?
Small ones.
I think the medium-sized one, aka my size, which is small.
Okay. So, both of you open up a small one. Box, you, actually, I'll have both of you roll me a d6. See which ones you open.
5.
We both rolled a 5!
Okay, I'll have you both roll a d6 again until you get different results.
Let's be here forever.
12 hours later. Thankless.
Kathy?
Did you just call him Fluffy?
Kathy.
Oh, Kathy. Okay.
Kathy.
Kathy. There we
Not denied it.
go. I mean, he is Fluffy.
He's a very fluffy boy.
Yes. Anywho. So, Sortu, you happen to open a box that has a intense stench when you open it. As you look inside, it's a box full of sardines.
Well, it is food.
The thing is, you open up a box, and it's a box that appears to be full of fishing lures and fishing line.
Take with this what I will.
You have, and as you start to open up some of the other smaller boxes, you notice there's basically enough to produce an entire fisherman's kit in all of the 4 small boxes.
Good thing is to just roll with it, just slowly make something with it.
Including 2 fishing poles. Conveniently, there's 2 of them.
Yeah, I don't think it's fishing time, Cafangless.
Never knew when it's not fishing time.
Do you try and go fishing? Do you try to set the poles?
Yes.
Cafangless, we were literally in the void.
There's always time to fish.
This isn't an MMORPG.
You don't know that.
I don't think your character knows what an MMORPG is, but okay.
Wait, what is an MMORPG?
It's a Skyrim.
What the fuck, Skyrim?
You're finally awake.
Oh no!
We caught you with the horse thief back there.
I should probably put a Skyrim freaking Easter egg in here at some point.
I was.
Oh, you're
waiting
finally
for
awake.
the whole campaign.
You're finally awake.
Okay.
I was.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was legit actually waiting for you to do it. Like at one point during the whole campaign, like, you're finally awake. I'm like, God damn it!
You know, that should go to
We're
the
out
loading
again.
quotes. That should go into the loading quotes.
Yeah.
Like, just like, you're finally awake.
I'm like, okay, so he's not Brad again.
You got so much whiplash that you bounced off the arena and landed in Skyrim. It's like, what the fuck?
We changed different dimensions.
Or worse.
Stop blades walking.
Yeah.
The thing was, I say, to be fair, maybe fishing can solve more than we think. Here's how my mother and I used to calm ourselves down.
While you're talking to him about this, I assume that your character is basically setting up the fishing pole and everything to...
Yes.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check. Or animal handling. I'll accept either.
Animal handling for the fish. Oh, God.
I'll let you have guidance for this. Okay. You cast the line out there with one of the sardines on the end. And you start to let the line down. It's, what type of lure do you use? Do you use a regular one, a sinker, a floater, or what?
Sure.
Okay. So, as you put the sinker on there, you start to let the line down, and you are able to let it down about 80 feet. Which does confirm that whatever this quote-unquote river is, it's at least 80 feet deep. And you could tell from how far it went down, just based off your own feeling, that you didn't hit bottom. You're probably not even close to bottom. Okay, so while this is going on, you're just fishing. Sortu, you see him doing this as you two are talking. There is still two unopened bigger boxes.
The fact that it's a literal trap.
Could be not. I've seen weirder.
The thing is, do you set up the other fishing line or just one?
The other as well.
Okay. Because you could do what... Do you know what static fishing is?
Yes.
Yeah. Basically, you could set up the other one as a static fishing thing. Since Sortu's not wanting to help in the fishing game.
The way out is through fishing.
Sortu, while this is going on, I assume you'd be interested in the bigger boxes?
Yeah.
Okay. As you go to open those, you notice they have a lock on them. You notice there's 2 padlocks and a latch on each of them. And they're made of some unknown octarine metal. The padlock they made.
Hey, where did I get a keychain? Key charm.
Key charm?
Yeah,
Let me look up stuff about the key charm. I have Eberron, so... Wait, is that from the Ravnica?
Yes.
The small stylus key plays a vital role in the house of conduct. If you cast the alarm... No. This one doesn't let you cast things through it. If you cast the alarm, or you can tie the effect of the key charm, whoever holds it receives notification. Void triggering. Yeah, no. This doesn't actually give you the ability to cast open locks or anything.
I was just making sure because I wasn't sure what that was.
It's something tied to the narrative of a particular campaign setting that we are not in. It's something you can technically do because you technically have the correct mark, the correct house mark, but it's something that only applies inside of the house of Jaden and Jiga, which you're not in.
Doesn't do much outside. Okay.
Yeah. Also, it suddenly occurs to you, you can fly. You're not stranded on this boat.
Alright.
Also, I just realized Cathangus is not even walking, he's hovering. He just has a passive hover.
Oh, I thought you were sitting in the boat. That's what I figured you both were. You're both sitting in the boat currently.
Not true.
Well, we are currently. Yes, that is true.
Okay. Do either of you have any spells that can help with this, like knock or any mystery keys or anything? But any special keys?
Cathangus! He has the ultimate key!
Do you have it on you? Is your question.
Do I? I think I actually kept it with me specifically.
Roll me a D100. This will determine whether you actually have it or not, and if you have it, whether you can find it or not.
Still fail me now.
74. Okay, roll me a dex save.
It's in Sorry, give me a minute.
That's fine. Okay. So, you're fumbling around for about 5 minutes to try and find this thing.
Wait, I have mastery keys.
Oh, you do have mystery key. Nice. You fumble around for a bit to find this thing. And you do eventually find it, and you're like, aha! And you don't realize what you do at the time. You actually rock the boat a lot during this. And so you have to try and steady yourself. But in that moment, you almost drop the key into the water. But you managed to catch it at the last second. For reference, by the way, if you got less than a 20, you would have dropped the key into the water.
Okay, yeah, Sortu will try to use one of his own keys, though.
Okay. So, the 3 mystery keys that you have,
I have 10.
right, you have a ring of 10. Roll me a d20 for each one that you try. One at a time.
I will only try one, let's see. 13, so I miss.
Yeah. Do you want to keep trying? I will point out, it does not use up the key when you try. It just doesn't work for that key anymore if it fails on that. But it only disappears if you actually use it up.
Okay, let's try one more key. Okay, it can't hurt it.
Okay. Roll me another d20 then.
17.
Nope. You need a nat 20 to be able to actually open it with a mystery key. And that would be for one of the padlocks. As I mentioned, there's 3 padlocks and... Sorry, there's 3 padlocks and a lag on each.
So it's a 5% chance. 5% chance of that is. So I will have to roll 19 or higher. God damn it.
No, if it was 19 or higher, there'd be a 10% chance.
True.
Which is why I said you have to roll a nat 20, because that's a 1 in 20 chance, aka a 5% chance.
Nothing for him.
For reference on these boxes, by the way, they're about 3 feet wide, about 1 foot deep, and they basically look like trunks. If you know what big trunks look like.
Yeah, I know what those look like.
I will get you an image.
Actually, I know how those look like. I'm not sure about Fox.
I wouldn't.
Fox, do you know what those look like?
Wouldn't.
Okay.
He doesn't know.
I will send you an image of what they look like.
Oh no, I know what they look like in character. I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, you found the master key, I believe. Is it called the skeleton key? I forget what it's called.
A skeleton key.
Yeah. So, Cthulhu is a legendary magic item that is the skeleton key. It can open any lock that it has a keyhole, anyway. It only works on things that actually have a keyhole, but if it has a keyhole, it can unlock it. So, you unlock the 3 locks on there, and then you go to open the padlock, and you notice the padlock doesn't have a keyhole, and also it's seemingly jammed.
Damn it.
And this is true for both of them.
Well, we can always brute force it.
Sure.
Can.
How would you like to try and brute force it?
Wait, let me check how padlocks look like. Okay, it's one of those. Okay, so
It's not the padlock's the unlock. It's the lat, specifically. That is it. Which, for reference on a lat in this case, I'm more meaning like this kind of lat, which I'll send you a picture of in the streaming chat, voice chat.
screen chat, voice chat. Ooh.
This is more what I'm imagining these latches look like. And yeah, that's currently jammed.
Wait, are there screws on it?
No.
No.
Check if it's
Okay,
me.
so
There is what appears to be, well, how familiar is your character with metallurgy?
Yes.
I'm talking about Sortu.
none.
Okay. The thing is, given your familiarity because of your forging skills, you notice that they're a combination of both hammered into place and something that you don't quite know if there's a name for, but in modern times would be called welding. It seems like these were welded shut. You don't know why now, obviously.
Slowly pulls out a trident out of inventory.
You have a
Can I
trident
check to
now.
see if
And not just any trident, due to backstory reasons.
Oh, what? Oh, right. What's the special trident again? I'm trying to remember.
I don't think it's like special, but it's basically really the thing for the Mandraga family.
Right, the mithril. I believe it's mithril. A mithril mastercraft trident that
Yep.
is emblazoned with that sick sigil of House Mandraga.
Yep.
Yeah, that. You have a trident. What will you do with it?
can do
We'll see if I
trident
can-
things.
We'll try to see if I can pry open it.
Okay. I
You
mean, you
have
could
one
try
with a
spearfishing,
trident.
but you didn't want to do regular fishing.
Cathagos just does what the fuck, man?
So, you try to pry this thing open with this. I will let you make a strength check, with advantage, basically, as you're trying to.
Just a regular strength check, so just a basic roll 20. So 15.
You as you're going about this, you start to get a little frustrated. And what does you care? You're getting not much headway. You're not really getting much headway.
Why don't you just like imagine like the spear, like the head of the spear is like wedged in, and Sortu is just like holding onto the bar, feet not touching the boat ground.
Right. But yeah, no, they're. This is not going to work, for what you can tell. Does anyone else have any?
Can Cathagos use identify?
You can use
To see
identify
if
on the
it's
box.
magic or
Yes.
not.
Would you like to use identify? Question: does Cathagos have his auric mask?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't need identify. I need detect magic. Sorry.
Right. But more specifically, auric mask gives you true sight, which is important for this realm for a number of reasons. One, everything is covered in a purple fog. It's actually harder to see with the mask on than it is with the mask off because of that. However, if you have the mask on, you can also see what's inside the box, well, outside of it, because you can see what's inside containers. Because you can see beyond obstruction.
Cathagos will just look through it.
You notice on the inside, there's a glowing octarine crystal in each of the trunks. Large ones.
Do not touch it.
Eh.
This
Yes.
is bad.
Sortu, you see him put on this mask that makes Zertus immediately freeze when he sees it.
So I just sort of like so there's numbness in my brain. I got it.
Zertus, you recognize this mask as the mask of the Ori faction, which last you knew was an evil cult trying to summon a demon to destroy Strixhaven.
Ah, yes, Cathagos, those demonic figure.
Except, weirdly, his is blue. It's normally purple.
I imagine Sortu can feel this and it becomes a little uncomfortable himself.
Yeah.
It's visible.
And
It's
I will
like
actually
visible
have
with his,
you make a contested will check in terms of both of you make a wisdom save to see who gets higher and who gets control over the body. As Zergus is trying to take over right now.
Oh boy. And Zerus wins, so...
Okay. Is Zergus immune to the frightened condition?
We'll have to check. Zerdus, let's see.
Good news, my Roll20 fully works now.
Yay.
I don't believe, but he is, so let's... From what it looks like, it doesn't seem like it.
Okay. So, upon seeing this, he takes over and goes and doesn't say a word, but then immediately flies away 100 feet from Fox off to one of the islands, as he wants nothing to do with anyone who's in that faction.
You know that it's now different, right?
Yeah, he's a bit away from you right now, and two, that's whether or not
He's one...
Do you yell this at him, or do you say it quietly?
See a
Let's
telepath.
see... Yeah, that's 105 feet.
Whatever.
Wait, how far is the range from my telepathy?
Measure from the front of the boat, because that's where he was.
From there to there, that's 100 feet.
Yeah, so I was correct on my number. By the way, so, Catangus, you try to telepathically talk to him about that.
Telepathic is 60 feet.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. As he tried to reach out telepathically, he's too fast, and he ran away too fast. So, are you going to try and yell it to him?
Thing is a casual, you start hovering over the water.
How?
No, too far.
Okay. Do you have the thaumaturgy spell?
Yes.
You can make your voice 3 times louder with the thaumaturgy spell.
That's what I do.
Okay. So use the thaumaturgy spell to amplify your voice as you yell to Zertus, who is still moving. And he actually moves off the map.
Oh no, I disappear. Whoa.
And what do you yell at him, Catangus?
Actually, to do something interesting, Cathagos would use his shield ability to teleport.
You can do that. And you want to teleport to the other side of him?
It's a range of 100 feet, I forgot.
Yeah. Oh, the child of radio only has a range of 100 feet?
I'm actually going to read it just to be sure. The boundary domain one.
Yeah, I know which one.
Remember, guys, read your spells.
This is actually a feature from his cleric. Not a spell.
Still, read your things.
Also, it's important to remember, by the way, you have Water Soul, so you have a lot of spells from that.
Indeed.
Where
Is
is
it-
your Channel Divinity? Did you not put in your
500.
sheet?
500 feet. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you're able to appear on the other side of him. In front of him, basically. The same way you cheat out sometimes there.
死んでいる
No, specifically how it appears is that Cathanglus uses Channel Divinity, and you see, Zordis doesn't see this, but as a player, you see a small, little red zip appear beneath him with pink ribbons tying off the ends. It opens up to a dimension full of eyes that Cathanglus then falls into. Then an identical slip appears in front of Zordis a good bit. Again, with pink ribbons tying it off. It opens up, and then Cathanglus just rises out of it in front of him. And then both of the slips in reality close up and disappear.
As I was saying,
And, Zordis, make a dex save.
Zorda's dexterity save. It's 13.
Cathanglus, he slams face first into you. Because he is not able to stop his own speed in time. So,
a little
So
bit.
there's like a big inky imprint on your clothing now.
Zordis, make an attack roll, actually.
I don't think it's that monk unarmed, so I'll just roll a d6. 2d6 if I remember.
You're making an attack roll, not rolling damage.
Oh, attack roll, just a basic one, right?
Do d20 plus either strength or dex in this case, whichever is higher.
Which is dexterity, okay, so I will just roll dexterity, which is 7.
Okay. You slam face first into Cathanglus, but because of his weird body, it doesn't actually cause any damage to him, and Zordis just kind of bounces off of him, and it doesn't even faze you, Fox. And Fox, your blue aura is becoming even more intense, and you're covered in more flame.
Please don't happen again, please don't. He's just mumbling to himself, please don't happen again, please don't happen again. It'd be fluffy, not this.
He's awakened to his persona!
I'm surprised. Would you like to investigate why you are covered in blue fire, by the way?
Yes, actually.
How will you go about investigating this?
Arcana.
Alright, make an Arcana check.
I would assume it's Arcana.
What do you examine for this Arcana check, by the way?
My body.
Okay. That's 20. You realize it's the astral fire that normally is invisible around you at all times is now burning visibly. Which is weird, because that's not supposed to be possible. For reference, this is the fiery aura that's always around you, but usually it's invisible, because it's astral and psychic in nature. But for some reason now it's visible. And you don't know why. Which weirds you out, because you should know why.
Fucking spice.
You don't.
Just
Sorry, go
looks
ahead.
very nervous.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's fine. This is fine.
A thought occurs to you, by the way, and I'll have you make another Arcana check. As you realize the color of the ground and environment around you.
There we go. Please don't be low.
Well,
You realize you start to think that you know why this is happening. As you pick up some of the sand on the ground and run it through your fingers, you see very, very tiny flecks of delirium in the sand.
Flex steel.
Haha.
Angus had just mumbled to himself, fuck, delirium.
And you start to think that maybe the reason why you're acting like this is because everything around you is seemingly made of delirium, if the purple color is any indication. But they're not crystal. They're imitating normal materials, seemingly.
It's just an illusion. It's just an illusion. It's trying to get on my skin.
Notably, you can't hear anyone. As in, like, all the voices that are normally in your head are not there. Even the voice of the fairy within your periaptive health is completely silent right now. You can't hear Yukari, you can't hear Vinrio, you can't hear Silvestro, no one.
Actually looks more scared as he just changes into his werewolf form.
I will be right back. I need to do something with my food.
Okay. This actually be a good time for us to stand up and stretch. I'd like to go to the bathroom, and I need to grab more water. So, we'll take a small break and come back.
Hey, I'm sorry.
It's okay. He went to get water.
Yeah, because I got my cup noodles and they were tasting bad, so I had to go put some soy sauce.
Don't go eating. Oh yes, I forgot that. Don't go eating people now.
Don't do voyeur, kids. Oh, that's a little better. It still tastes bland, but I think that's because of the brand.
Okay. Yes, I forgot that joke quote. It's all fun and games till Cathangus becomes extra fluffy.
Oh wait, extra fluffy is code name for a werewolf.
Cathangus just turns werewolf. He just becomes extra fluffy. He's like, damn it.
Match.
The quote that just came out. I love it.
What quote came out? Oh, it's all fun and games till Cathangus becomes extra fluffy. Cool.
I don't like this brand of noodles. Anyway, we can continue. Sorry, I just have to go add some soy sauce to my noodles.
You have to go?
No, I had to put some soy sauce.
Okay.
He
Go
came
put
back.
that soy sauce.
I did.
Oh! You're back from that. Okay. Fair enough. I was misunderstanding. I'm sorry.
Because for some reason, the brand that I got is just bland. Like, Like, it's really spicy but bland.
Alright. So, the thing is, you're having the realization of where you are and what's currently going on. I will have you roll me a d20, and let's hope you don't roll low.
Oh wait, could just do that freely from here.
Okay. You managed to retain your sanity.
Oh boy.
If you rolled less than a 10, I would have had you roll a d6 to see what kind of madness you just got. Either short-term madness, long-term madness, or permanent madness.
Because currently you're not scaring somebody on the ground. Yeah.
Alright, we will take a small break from this to flash back to Raichu and the adventures of the side companions, because while all this is going on, they went off on their own. And I would like someone to roll me a D100.
I want to...
Okay.
We 47.
27. So, is there any particular direction that Raichu is running off in?
He's gonna try to find the hole in which Cathangus fell into.
Alright, as Raichu tries to find the hole, he's not able to find any sort of hole, but he did find the location where Cathangus went to, but it's normal sands. Like, he's digging, and there's just more and more sand, until eventually he hits a layer of what can only be described as a quasi-fusion of rock and metal. He can't quite tell if it's rock or metal. It's something hard, though, beneath the sand. And it's similar in texture to the stonework of the platform. Either way, there's no way that you could have physically sunk into this thing, as far as he can tell. So where does he go after that?
You just explore further down.
Okay.
About here.
Actually, we'll take
Does
you to
Hugo
different
have-
paths then. So,
Does Hugo have enough intelligence for speaking? No, they don't. Okay.
Raichu will end up here. As he wanders off, he notices that the surroundings begin to shift, and then seemingly he and the two others just fall away into something, and then land on a floating rock platform surrounded by skittering noises and spider web.
No, not
Yep.
again.
Yeah.
Reminder, he also has the Ulrich mask on.
Yeah. Squirt's just cursing at this point. It's like, where the hell are you going, stupid dog? God damn it.
Stay with me!
Yeah.
I like to think that Squirt this entire time is trying to give him directions on where to go as if he knows. Alright. What does Raichu do in the face of this new area that has skittering noises everywhere, as well as
I'm
spiders?
trying to examine the skittering.
With his keen hearing,
Keen hearing.
roll me a perception check with advantage.
Be good. Oh,
27.
This is definitely the sound of spiders, and it's not just one. There is the sound of lots and lots of spiders coming from everywhere.
oh no, there's lots of spiders. There must be two.
It's weird how spiders sound like a mechanical keyboard.
That's That was the sound of my keyboard typing. Yes, here's the sound of spiders. No. No, it would not. Fine. He also hears faint music in the background, which we know as being the Spider Dance song.
Not that song!
Careful, I am live streaming.
It's a video game song. It should be fine.
I believe it's
Okay.
copyright, technically.
He just runs.
Anyway,
He
So-
runs from the copyright strike.
he walks.
Runs away from the copyright strike!
That reminds me of that one Sonic line from Sonic Frontiers where he says, "No copyright in the universe will stop me." Yeah, she says that to Eggman. Which is a real line in the game, by the way. I didn't just make that up. That's up from the Bird series, if you think.
I want to know the context, but I'm not going to ask right now.
Well, I'll get to the context of the line later.
That's what she just responded.
So, yeah, you carefully go across this bridge. Is Raichu being careful, or is he not?
He is being actually very careful. Because he does not know if any slightest movement, especially with his size, will break it.
Make a stealth check.
Probably with disadvantage because you do have like two small creatures on you.
And they're loudmouths, no less.
Hey, you know only yips and yaps.
I'm talking about Squirt specifically, the one who's cursing.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, Raiju begins to see movement in the spider webs.
Chill.
As a lot of as various forms of spiders are able to be seen on there. He's able to see things such a lot of spiders that he doesn't recognize. Which I'll go ahead and say, there are basically swarms of spiders. There's giant wolf spiders. There's phase spiders. And then there's some other weird, nightmarish kind of spider. And Raichu doesn't know what these things are. But I'm just saying that as a player. That's what all the different kinds of spiders are here. And there's easily hundreds of them. He can't see the ground past them because of how many there are. And they seem to have begun to become aware of his presence. What will Raichu do?
He would. Actually, I know what to do. Raiju would just sneeze and do this spell.
Fairy Fire. Where are you going to aim Fairy Fire?
Right here.
So, you light a 20-foot cube in either blue, green, or violet, your choice. And any
Blue.
creature in that area when the spell is cast is outlined with the light, it fails the next saving throw. Where that is being placed, that would cover Raichu, Yubel, and the Squirt. Are you trying to
He's
cover
trying-
yourself with it? Okay.
He's trying to put it directly in front of him.
Alright, you put it directly in front of him. I will make a few deck saves.
Like some tea, orange juice, spiders, milk, spiders.
Spiders?
No.
Spiders it is. No, spiders!
But she was already pulling a glass of spiders.
And it's filling the entire thing, yes.
Okay, this is the first time Raiju officially fights.
So, it seemingly hit some things. There was evidently some invisible spiders in front of him.
Spiders.
He does illuminate some, and it looks like he illuminates like a carpet of 2 dozen spiders. And he can hear others skittering, implying there were others that didn't get affected by the spell. And the spiders are slowly moving towards him. Roll initiative. For your old bug spray. We'll roll initiative for Raiju, Yubel, and Squirt, specifically. They each will have their own initiative in this case.
And somehow you will change to their other state. So yay, they're weaker.
Yay. Alright, I will load up Squirt's sheets. Do him. Unless you would like to control Squirt in combat, Fox, I'll allow you if you would like to.
Wait, how do I roll?
Squirt.
You want to play as Squirt?
How...
If you'd like to play as Squirt, you may.
A small question: how do I roll initiative on character sheets?
So, click on Ubel.
Yes.
While you have the token highlighted, go to Ubel's character sheets.
Yep.
And you should see...
I see.
Yeah. There's a little thing called initiative on it. There you go.
No, you rolled for Squirt first, so I put it back to the original number.
How did I close the sheet?
This is real, by the way. This is how many spiders he's starting to illuminate with the fairy fire. And these are all sitting in front of him, invisible.
I don't think I have enough glasses for these.
Keep in mind, by the way, each of these is a swarm template, so each of these represents about 6 or 8 spiders. There's no giant ones here. There's just lots of regular ones. However, Raiju notices something else about the spiders that's notable now that they become visible again. They are infested with delirium.
Raiju just simply just like, okay, I just need to touch them. I'm made of Ethereum.
What?
So long story, it's something me and Katangus has.
Oh, whoops, I rolled the wrong thing. The spiders will be moving on initiative count 4. So,
Ubel goes first.
Ubel goes first. So, Ubel, you are faced with a column of spiders.
So let's
Oh,
see.
music.
We fly 15 feet down, then we fly up, doing a little flyby with little fangies.
It attacks with the fangs. On this one, I assume?
I wish instead of fangs, it was just called fangies.
Fangies.
That's the attack. It's fangies.
Okay, so a 19 hits. Roll damage.
Yeah, on hit they do 1 damage.
Roll damage on it.
Let's say 1d4 because I don't think it deals more than 1d4 damage.
Click on Fang. Click on the name. I'll click on the name for you. It deals
just does
1
one.
slapping damage.
It doesn't roll anything, it just deals 1.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Do you think it should be 1d? Well, yeah, it just does 1. And when you bite into it, Yubel notices that there's a small crunch in them, as it actually, the damage got. Oh no, the damage is not good. No, actually, there's a small crunch into it as some purple mist begins to get emitted from it. I'll have Yubel make a Constitution save.
Oh no. They're actually bad at this. And 7.
Yubel gains one. Yubel gains 1 level of corruption.
What?
So you gain a level of corruption. And roll me. I believe it's a D20. Hold on. What's the mutation thing? Box. Okay.
There's a mutation table.
I know, but like, does it need to roll to have that happen?
Isn't it 1d20?
Yeah. Roll 1d20. Sortu.
I'm sorry for not patronizing. I was actually thinking if it was a 1d20 or like 1d4.
I forgot offhand. I'm looking this up as he rolled that.
I'm rolling terribly.
Contamination levels. Delirium and me.
Yes, I made that one specifically. I decided, yeah, just give it a fancy title: Delirium and Me.
All right, I'm looking for the mutation one. You know how the mutation one's written down? Contamination levels. So we have contamination levels, but there's not mutations. No, it does not look like we actually have that written down.
I thought I wrote down it all.
I mean, it seems like the one thing you do like that. Now I need to go get the freaking thing.
I'm sorry, I tried to make it easy.
It's fine. What he roll? An 8. That might actually cause it. Hold on. Do we have the? Do you have the Drakenheim thing handy, Cathangless? Because I'm currently looking for it.
I put as much things in Dragonheim's as has.
Ah, I found it. I found my link to it. The one from back 1023. Okay, so to contamination, mutations, additions, each time a character gains contamination, it rolls as D6. So you need to roll me a D6.
A D6, okay. 6.
Okay, you're fine.
Luck has sprung in for you, Bill.
For reference, for you to gain a mutation, you would have had to have rolled a 1, because you need to roll an amount equal to or less than your current number of contamination levels. You have 1 level of contamination,
Which is
this doesn't do anything. But, yeah, one of the spiders did take 1 damage, what that's worth.
Well, I dealt damage. I did it. I saved the world.
You saved the world. Yeah.
Anyway, it's a wolf boy.
Anyway, I started blasting. So, Raichu, it's now your turn.
You hear the small little yip yap from the fox boy. They don't speak, but probably you can try to get
I
at the
agree.
precious spiders.
We need violence.
Violence time? Time for violence.
Raichu would now cast Dragon's Breath.
Okay, so Dragon's Breath is you can do that as an action to imbue it on someone, if you remember.
Imbue it on Squirt.
So Squirt now has the ability to do Dragon's Breath as a bonus action. Okay. So, for reference on people at home, if they don't know how Dragon's Breath works, it's a spell that basically you can cast as an action and then touch a creature, and then from, I believe for a minute from that point onwards, they can, as a bonus action, use a Dragon Breath attack, which is, like, specific to the spell. Let me look it up. Yeah, Dragon Breath. You touch one willing creature and choose, casting time 1 bonus action. This only took Reggie's bonus action. You touch one willing creature and imbue with the power to spew magical energy for its amounts provided. You choose either acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison.
Fire.
Fire. Okay. The creature can use an action to exhale energy of the chosen type in its 15-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a dex save and take 3d6 fire damage. Okay, so now Sport has this capability. And
Reminder that Raiju has Ethereum in him. And I have to remind myself of that properties.
that doesn't actually affect this, I don't think. Well, actually, yes, it does, because there's actually an upcast feature on it, where you increase the damage by additional d6 for each level it's upcasted. What level did he cast it at? It's only a second level spell.
It upcasts 2 automatically. I'm gonna use this 4th level spell slot. She has 3 of.
So, that means that Squirt now has a 6th level Fire Breath. Which, for reference, that would be 7d6 damage.
So the maximum amount will be 42 is maximum.
Potentially. And what is Raiju's spell save DC?
Your spell save DC is 17.
So it's a DC 17 dex save. Got it. Okay, so that was Raiju's bonus action. What is he using as an action?
Oh, I get to try this out.
You don't... Well, you don't have the Dragon Breath, but the Orchid does.
Uses his psychic knives.
Oh! Okay. You get to
Just
use psychic
barks.
knives.
You just see Raiju bark and then knives appear beside him.
Similar to, similar to Kingdom Hearts with the floating keyblades in Master Form. Okay. So who are you targeting with the psychic knives?
This one.
Okay.
Crit. Oh! Power of good boys compel you.
And the power of
Okay. So that was the first one. Which one did you target anyway? Was it this
One
one?
directly in front of him.
Okay.
There are a lot of directly in front of him when you think about it, but okay.
Listen.
That was a mess of words I couldn't hear. Also, I need to look up the properties of delirium. Give me a second. Okay, so they have resistance to psychic damage. Thanks to their delirium-infused natures. They only take 12 of that. So it takes 10 psychic damage. 12 psychic damage. As you see, the psychic knife stabs in and kills over half the spiders in that particular swarm. But there's just so many of them. I believe you have 2 knife attacks, though, if I remember correctly, because
Yes,
you
he doesn't-
technically are dual-wielding them.
Raiju's using another one.
Oh, wait, do you have a multi-attack? I think it's that you have a multi-attack with it.
No, he also has a dual wielding knife, and it's a double.
Right.
He has a extra attack.
Okay. So do you target the same one?
And one.
It's dead.
Now he has an extra attack. In which he can't use spell. Sure, he opens his mouth and does an eldritch blast.
Is he able to do that as part of an attack action?
Isn't it a cantrip?
Cantrip, yes. Is he able to cast a cantrip as part of an attack action? I thought that was just a spell singer
No, that's-
wizard thing.
This was the thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it would need to be more psychic knives attacks.
Oh, sure.
Actually,
Yeah.
no, I don't think you're able to do the psychic knives attack in that regard because you're using them as a separate thing, not as a normal attack action. You're using them as a multi-attack.
Oh.
Wait, no, you are. Oh, never mind. So make 2 more psychic knives attacks. Sorry, I got weirdly confused.
Wait a moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Parsh.
Yeah, I have to reload Righteous page because I didn't understand. Oh. This again.
Okay. And another one. Make another one.
And he does that to this one.
Okay. And it's dead as well. Let me look up something real quick. Give me a second.
Może już sobie na jedną pociągu się potrzebuje w kalendarzu.
Yes, Pushka. Sorry about that. Give me a second.
It's fine. Oh, right. They might not actually be dead. Hold on. No, that would still take priority there. Okay. So, when you destroy these, that swarm is dead as well, for reference. And as you're destroying these spiders, you notice each one that dies releases a small puff of purple gas. And there's a lot of spiders that just died, so that's a lot of puffs of purple gas. Which, Raiju doesn't fully know what this gas is, though he knows Cathangus has mentioned it at one point. I'll have him make a history check to see if he remembers.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
Welcome back. Okay, he remembers they're releasing hate.
Members.
Specifically, they're releasing deep hate.
Clearly, Righteous immune to that.
Yeah, but Ubel and Squirt are not.
I thought Squirt was due to being a. Oh, it doesn't matter if he doesn't need to breathe.
Right. Haze and deep haze still affect you regardless of whether you need to breathe.
Righteous is just like, you're gonna have to escape, maybe.
Okay. That's the is Raiju gonna move at all, or is that just the end of his turn?
He would try to It's a flight speed. Hold on, I actually want to see how far away he can. Just can to fly 30 feet. Yes.
If he flies along that path, this spider's gonna have an opportunity attack. Because he's
He
flying
just-
through this space.
Oh, I thought he just avoided because it's in a different.
How high? You didn't establish how high in the air you're flying, and because this costs movement to go up in the air, if you remember.
I'd risk it.
Okay, so it's able to make an opportunity attack against you. It makes a bite attack as an attack of opportunity. Does a 20 hit?
Would you please? No. Doesn't.
Okay, they get a
25
reroll because
AC.
of delirium. That says 20 does not hit. So they are unable to hit you. However, you do still take 0 necrotic damage. Because it's proficiency bonus plus spellcasting modifier, but their spellcasting modifier is a -2. And the proficiency bonus is a 2. So it cancels out to 0.
That would have been funnier if it was. If it actually got in the negatives.
It wouldn't have done anything special, it would have still been 0 if it was negative, but yeah. Okay. Scenario over here. Squirt. Looking at this, he turns back to them and says, "Why don't you spiders just go?" He tries to think of a line. Says, "Why don't you spiders just go buzz off?" And then he just starts spraying fire down at them with the dragon breath attack in a 15-foot bolt.
Wait, I have it for Raichi.
However, it can't reach any of them because of how far away he is. This is the extent of the cone.
I'm gonna just check it out to see what it would have been. Yeah, no, wait.
By the way,
No,
sorry, go ahead.
no, he doesn't.
Right. And Squirt says, "Blasted dog, you took me too far away from them." And then Squirt
Excuse me if I want to be away from the action.
looks at his other options, and then and then he decides to just yeah, he doesn't really have anything else he can do, so he just kind of just holds on to Raiju and attacks her, basically. Spider sword.
Also, I should say that Yubel is 15 feet off the ground, so just to make sure.
Okay. Yubel's 15 feet off the ground. Which is notable, definitely. However, what's also notable is these spiders can jump.
Can they jump 15 feet?
Yes.
They jump the chasm thingy.
No, they cannot jump the chasm, but they can jump up to attack Yuba.
Otherwise, Raichu would just goad them into jumping off the.
Yubel, you are becoming surrounded.
I'm in danger. I have 1 HP.
So, I'm going to be doing pack rolls. So, how many of them are
What's
able
up,
to get
dude?
within 5 feet of you? By leaping, what's their leap distance? They have roughly about 20 feet of leap distance.
Damn. Yeah, if any of them roll over 11, the Yubel dies.
So, only the ones that are actually in base contact with you, Bell, right now, are able to hit him. Because of how high in the air he is. So,
Yeah, if they were-
right, you, Squirt,
they
both
were-
of you just see these spiders moving on you, Bell, and just jumping into the air to try and drag you, Bell, down, as they start making bite attacks. First one. And by the way, they not only have advantage on these attacks, they also get to re-roll. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah, that hits, and also die because it's only 1 HP.
Yeah. Especially considering you take 2d4 plus 1 plus 2d12 2d4 piercing plus 2d12 necrotic, I believe. Yeah.
You could just like see Yubel like go like boop.
Ubel just kind of, and right, you notice this. Ubel just gets glomped by this swarm as they drag Ubel down, and then just start. Ubel basically looks like it starts to melt as they're just eating it alive.
And
Ubel basically just melts into a puddle of ink and purple slime. And that will be the end of the spider's turn, as the rest of the spiders are just staring down Raiju. Raiju, it's your turn again.
There's the spell. Let go of hoarding. Raiju would just do a cone of cold.
Okay.
7th, since he's casting at 5th level, it's going to be automatically 7th level.
How big is the cone, by the way? 60-foot cone.
A 60-foot cone.
Oh, 60-foot cone. That is... you're able to hit all of them with this. Like, barely, but you can. It's really close, but yeah. Okay. So you're able to hit almost all of them for 23 cold damage. Do they have any resistance to cold damage? Let me look.
I don't think so.
Yes, they have resistance to cold damage. There's slashing, piercing for magical weapons. And each of them needs to make a dex save. Let me make dex saves for all of these guys. Why did I close the spider swarm sheet? I still need that. Oh boy, how many spiders are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I need to make 18 dex saves. For what?
yeah,
Silver
save,
3, 4,
fail,
5,
fail,
6, 7, 8,
fail, fail,
9,
save,
10,
fail,
11,
fail,
12,
fail,
13,
fail,
14,
save,
15,
fail,
16,
save,
17,
fail,
18.
fail, fail, extra fail.
It's like bad, and extra bad.
There are like, let's see, the 1, 2, 3,
Okay,
4.
So- a lot of the spiders get actually killed from this, but the spider swarm templates themselves, most of them just take half damage. Some of them take only a quarter damage because of the fact that they have resistance, and then some of them take half damage or half the next save. It didn't exterminate the spiders as much as you wanted to, but it did heavily damage most of them, and you know the spiders are starting to retreat. However, they might not just be retreating because of you. I would like you to make a perception check, Raiju.
Would you please have good perception?
You hear rustling behind you, and the faint and the familiar noise of a dragon breathing.
In fact.
Yeah, as a let me pull up this certain character. Do I have? No, I do not have that yet. So, as there is a sapphire dragon behind you. However, it's not just any sapphire dragon. It's an ancient sapphire shadow dragon. Which, now I need to look up our thing on dragons and what that would mean in terms of his natural stats. As in what classes he has. Where do we put that anyway? Oh, right. There's a reference sheet. That's where we put it. Yeah, dragons. Here we go. Sapphire is Ranger and Fighter. So, this thing is now here. Except it's a lot stronger than that. How does Raiju react to knowing this is here?
Yes, advantage of persuasion checks involving dragons. Yes.
There is a sapphire dragon here. What are you going to do? It's a sapphire shadow dragon. I'll point it.
He tried to convince it that he literally was meaning no harm, and they, for him to just back away.
Tell me the words you're going to say to this sapphire dragon. You notice, by the way, it seems to be starting to charge its breath attack.
Listen, I don't mean to do anything wrong. I was just looking for my brother. He was lost. He's a Moonstone Astral Dragon.
You're all lost in this place. Pray.
I didn't mean to scare off your food.
You are my food.
You're the food of my children as well. And he indicates towards all the spiders that you slaughtered.
Listen, I just want to do some good, okay?
And I don't care. And then he uses his breath weapon on you. Debilitating breath. Enhanced with the shadow stuff. And delirium.
And necrotic. Without being resistant.
So, the dragon exhales a pulse of high-pitched, nearly inaudible sound in a 90-foot cone that in this case also emanates as a shadowy shockwave. Each creature in that area must succeed on a DC 23 Constitution saving throw. On the failed save, they take 55 necrotic damage and are incapacitated until the end of your next turn. A successful save, the creature takes half as much damage is not incapacitated. It actually takes slightly more. Well, not quite. What would delirium do with this? I forget. Does delirium affect dragon breath? Let me check. No, it does not affect dragon breath. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. So, yeah, you take 55 necrotic unless you pass a DC 23 con save. Actually, wait, no. It's more than that, I realized. Do you know why?
Why?
Its proficiency bonus got increased because of its levels.
Oh.
as well as its stats. It's actually a lot higher of a con save. Let me figure that out real quick. So it's a level 40 character. What is the proficiency bonus for a level 40 character in my campaign? I believe that is plus 13. So 13 plus casting modifier, let's say. Well, that would normally be 8. So that means that 13 would be 5 times. So it'd be 28 from that. Let's just call it 30. Pass the DC 30 con save. And Raichu and Squirt both need to make this con save. Nope. How about Squirt? Do you want to roll for him or should I?
You?
Okay. I accidentally closed Squirt's sheet. I don't know why. Yeah, he has no chance. He has a plus 0 to con. Squirt, are you immune to necrotic damage? Nope.
Nope, he's just immune to poison.
Squirt's dead. That was enough damage to insta-kill him without even death saving throws.
Don't hope he's not dead.
So, you just hear as his breath hits you, or you would hear if it wasn't so loud. You just hear him yelling, "God damn it!" as he gets shattered apart to pieces.
God damn it, no!
Raichu, you get hit really hard for an attack. You take, do you have resistance to necrotic damage?
Yes.
You take, 27 necrotic damage, and you're also incapacitated until the end of your next turn.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wait, am I immune, or, Just gonna quickly look up something. No. He is not immune to necrotic. He's just resistant. Is he resistant? Yes.
Alright. And Raichu is incapacitated. And in this state, the Sapphire Dragon on its next turn is able to effectively restrain Raichu while continually using its breath weapon to incapacitate him during the restraining process. This doesn't end up killing Raichu, but it does end up restraining him. And with this, we'll flash back to Cathanglis and the other, and Sortu.
Hey, bro.
Thing
Oh.
just looks down at the same time.
Both of you are now just exploring this island, I would assume. Both of you are now in this island. However, I would like both of you to make a perception check.
Perception. A natural one on both dice. Yeah, okay.
You didn't hear shit. Cathanglis, may you make a perception check. You hear a faint sound of a sonic boom off in the distance.
Fuck, no, what has he got himself into?
And you feel as if Raichu just got hurt. Sortu, you feel as if Yubel just got hurt, and then you notice Yubel just kind of falls out of the sky next to you into the sand, completely unconscious.
So let me just me just like. Where are the tokens? They're the tokens. Okay. Boop.
How long is he going to be unconscious for?
You Bell?
He just asked in character,
Oh, okay.
monotonely.
Wait. Well, you're currently like kind of scaring Certus right now, cause you know the Auric mask on.
Right, well, this is going on. That was the whole Cathangus chasing after Gertis thing, because the Auric
Cathangus
mask.
just takes it off as he looks like a werewolf. Just please answer me!
Oh, yeah. Okay. Knowing them, it will take like an hour minimally.
It's
You also
focusing on the
do-
skull, but I can judge.
You also do notice they do have it does have a level of contamination on it that you don't know where that came from.
Is that to me or to Cliffangos?
That was Cathangus. Cathangus.
What did you say?
I said that you notice that Ubel has a level of contamination on it that you don't know where it came from. So that reminds me.
Hold on.
Technically, Squirt and Raiju also took levels of contamination. In fact, Raiju's taken multiple because it took the breath weapon.
Raiju is immune to contamination.
Sure.
No, he's not!
Squirt is not. Speaking of, you hear a screaming voice from above you. As I will have you make a dex save, Cathangus, with advantage.
No, don't roll for Raiju, roll for Cathangus. Wow.
See,
Just move out of the way reflexively.
Okay. As thunking into the ground next to you is a small oil can.
God damn it, Squirt.
Yes.
it looks like it's going to be raining oil cans and foxes and dogs.
He goes, "Hey, it's not my fault," and he starts screaming at you and forgets the fact that he can still do dragon breath and just starts scorching all of you with dragon breath accidentally.
Cathangus is just immune, just looking at it, just like, stop.
Sortu, you're being hit by a dragon breath fire attack.
Oh, God, no! A 6th level!
Yep.
What's the attack? Oh wait, I can't. Wait, the armor doesn't do shit because that's the save.
It's a save. Yeah, it's a save.
What's the roll? What's the save?
DC 17 dexterity saving throw to try and take half damage.
16. So.
That's not a pass, because for Raiju it was 17. For some reason, Raiju's spell save DC is higher than Cathangus's.
God.
Yeah, Raiju's spell save DC is DC 17.
So how much damage is this?
Cathangus is 18.
Then why does it say 16 here?
I don't know. I'm gonna check out these sheets eventually.
By the way, point is, so you took 7d6 fire damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Now that's a lot of damage. You took 32
that's
fire
half-
damage.
That's half of Sortus' health.
Cathangus just sighs, just like, that's my dog.
No, that was not you. Well, yeah. And the squirrel's like, "Oh shit, sorry, dude, I didn't mean to do that."
Yeah,
Why'd you do it
you can only see the like kobold like cough up ink.
Question: where is your blade right now, Sortu?
Blade, it should be Seafed. sheeted.
Okay. Is it visible at all or not?
Oh, you mean the wish blade?
Yes. I was
Yeah, it's on the side.
okay. The thing is, you notice he has a weird blade on the side that you think you've seen somewhere, but you don't know what it is. And I was trying to be secretive as to what it was.
I
Sorry.
was still
Sortu
gonna
just
pretend
says
like the
it.
thing didn't hear it. To be fair,
I know. Sortu didn't say it incorrectly. He said it as a player.
Well, I didn't even say it correctly, but okay.
Yeah, you didn't say it correctly either. Make an Arcana check to thing this, as you notice this thing, and just for musically try to recall this.
right side.
So, you realize Certus has a luck blade, which notably strikes you because what you remember, luck blades can grant wishes.
Where the hell did you even get that from?
It's my own. I got this.
I mean, they're not that common.
Listen, I don't exactly remember how I got it. I just remember having it. Probably was a gift from somebody. I'm not sure.
Probably a gift from Shaden.
No, this comes even before Jaden.
So you're finally starting to remember, little boy.
Hey, I remember my Strixhaven life as Sortu doesn't.
You remember me?
Well, yeah, that's why I call you Mr. Ace, because you've been on top of the class most of the time, with your silly dumb nut.
It's not just that you only knew. But
Well,
that's really fun.
Listen, you have been known in classes as like the top ranker because you've been born with powerful magic alongside somebody, and been also raised by dragons, magical dragons. So yeah.
How those stories is as easy and wonderful as it seems.
Yeah, but but you didn't have to be on the edge of expulsion every time something bad happened.
I am a natural perfectionist. I try to make everything perfect. Something I know that would actually drive a wedge between me and a lot of my family, my brother especially.
Certus, you remember his brother. You remember that his brother is always someone who tried their hardest but could never quite seem to succeed fully. I mean, they were a good student, but like they could never be a great student, no matter what they did. And it always seemed like they were on the wrong side of the community. Like, they're always hanging with bad crowds. It basically... yeah. Sorry, go ahead. That's what you remember about the brothers, Certus.
Oh, well, to be honest, I wouldn't blame them, cause let's take a look at you. Like, I know I went to a different college probably than you and your brother did. But like from the classes that I remember having with you, most of the time you were the Mr. Ace, while they were unrecognized for their own talent.
I mean, I frequently did all the classes in all the schools to make my academics much more diverse. Gave me a lot of buddies, a lot of friends that helped me along the way. I mean, one is this. He just says something draconic, and then just from out of his shadow, the shadow mascot comes out. It's a Scipia.
Scipia comes out. And it's a little inkling, which, you know, Certus is actually kind of cool looking. It actually has some weird draconic swirls to it, unlike a normal inkling.
Oh boy, I forgot you were also Silver Quill. Oh boy, yeah, I remember you being annoying in classes.
I am all classes.
Yeah. Wait, was that allowed? I don't think that was allowed.
Just say my parents are very, very, very convincing to certain teachers and professors. I spent so long
Would
trying
it?
to make myself special as opposed to my parents' version of me.
But Teva had to approve this.
When you're friends with the Oracle, you get a lot of leniency, okay?
Well, I wouldn't know, Mr. Rich Boy.
Not rich, I'm just... Listen, I didn't ask to be born in royalty. I didn't ask to be born where I am. I just am, and I'm trying to show my own talents as opposed to my family's.
Oh, come on, you know I could care less about where he comes from.
Oh, I know.
You
Subtly
know that
smart.
I don't like... Oh, come on, you know I don't like people who are too friendly.
He just takes out his paintbrush and paints an apple as one materializes. Some food.
No thanks.
I will note, by the way, to thing this, any food item that you create is inedible.
Damn it.
Yeah. Specifically, it's made out of bone and paste. When you make food items.
You just silently eat it.
So how does paint taste? Is it similar to ink?
Similar and similar. Trust me, you don't want to know what flows through my body.
Listen, my current form when I'm not in a Sortu's not in a Sortu's mind, is this inky blood abomination. Like, I still look like Sortu, but if you take a good chunk of me, I'm just ink.
I know. Good thing this is just being very casual.
Also,
He's a good friend. Oh, he's a good friend.
Who?
You.
Whoa, buddy. Maybe Sortu, but not me. You kind of pissed me off.
Squirt pipes up and says, Wait. If you got that special blade, can't you just wish us out of here?
Thank you for what I didn't think of, Squirt. You are always good.
It's what I do. I'm the voice of common reason. Which sounds especially ironic coming from him.
Can I take the oil can and shake it around to make them busy?
So, sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't quite hear what you said.
Can Sortus pick up our little oil can boy and shake him around to make them busy?
Okay, so you shake the luck blade around.
Not the luck blade, the oil can.
The Ori can? What?
Oil can.
Oil can. Okay, yeah, you shake the oil can around. He goes, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't make me squirt you.
After shaking them around, they will put them on the ground. Well, Mr. Genius, I would have done that if it wasn't that wishes are not most of the time good things.
Parents would always tell me that wishes have drastic Adjust the comeuppance.
If you two haven't realized, we're kind of in nightmare world right now. I think we're already in some drastic consequences.
And listen, wishing for getting us out of here doesn't really mean we will end up where we were, and even that, it still cannot get us into another dimension. Because wishes work like that. They take what you say literally.
Well, then you just need to be more specific with the wish.
It's not how it works.
Why not?
Because I witnessed the wish, and it went very wrong. He's not talking about the main wish. He's talking about another one.
Squirt is frustrated, but because fine. He just starts hopping off somewhere. You don't know where he's hopping off to. He just starts
Not to
hopping
mention
away. Go ahead.
Well, Sortus will go and like show that the lug blade, which is in the form of a rapier, it has like it has like two I don't know how you would describe it, but like something to indicate it has like two wishes left.
So, I like to think that the blade it's a silver. It's in the colors of silver, so it's made of silver and black material. Specifically, I'd like to think it has an onyx handguard, and is made almost entirely out of platinum and silver, or let's just say mithril in this case, mithril with an onyx handguard, and that that there's black jet crystals embedded into the handguard. And specifically, there's three of them, but one of them is cracked. And that crack is what indicates that it's been used.
And as you can see, I only have two left. And I don't remember my first wish, so yeah.
Be careful with it. Trust me, wishes can go very wrong if you used in the wrong hands in the wrong time. Best way to use it is...
You're telling me who doesn't remember what that first wish was for.
Or can Squirt does that. What did you use your first wish for anyway?
Well, I'm trying to figure that as well, because I don't know.
Then Squirt turns to the the half dragon, and says, "Well, you're a very smart person. Can't you figure it out, Mister? I know everything." And he's indicating to Nameless.
I didn't mean I know everything, but I could try.
Well, so far you know nearly everything that we've come across so far. You knew it was the luck blade. You knew where we were. You knew what was going on. You knew what this material was.
Thing was just softly snarls, just like.
Look, I'm not being
Mr.
pissed out.
Ace.
I'm just calling me out. I'm just reading the room here.
I know. I mean, observe it. He does an Arcana check on the blade. Fine, I'll do it.
Okay, Arcana check.
So let's see what you can do, Mr. Rice.
31.
Oh,
Actually, that was not the proper check. I just realized. You're supposed to make a history check in our Arcana because you're trying to remember what he wished for. I will take that Arcana into account, but I'll have you make a history check. 24.
it's not that good.
So, you remember back to your past. You specifically remember, Cathangus, back to a memory that you like to forget, which is the day Strixhaven burned. You remember back to then. And you do remember seeing Zerdix during that conflict. You don't remember if he actually had used a wish already or not. But you do know that some wish was made at some point, or something. Something drastic happens to cause everything there to change. And to quote unquote, you don't know. Because here's the thing. That conflict went on, and then all of a sudden your memory cuts out, and then you wake up in this world. You wake up in side of the body of Dracul. So,
Thing is,
because of the Arcana check, you put two together that Zertus might have been the one to actually make a wish that somehow ended up with you ending up here. In the time when Lion Thing was trying to burn the entirety of Strixhaven to the ground. By
Or
using
who
the
knows?
Tarrasque.
It might be the, or who knows? It might be the reason why the Tarrasque had awakened.
No, there's already reasons why Tarrasque were... The reason why Tarrasque was attacking was because of a certain flute that Lion Thing had.
I know, I was just making a joke.
I know. Zertus, notably, you don't have any memories of this, but I'll let Cathanglus debate whether he wants to tell you or not.
Ew. Things is just holding back rage and sadness.
Zertus,
Yeah.
I would like you to make an insight check to see if you can figure out why he is expressing the way he is right now.
Let's just say that Certus is kind of okay with intimidation. 16.
Zertus, you begin to feel not quite right. You feel as if you want to cry, but you have no idea why. Like, you're not sad, but you notice there's a tear in your eye.
I hate you. I didn't use it.
Squirt is just looking at you two and saying, do you two need a moment? I can leave.
No, you stay right there.
You don't move.
Okay. He just kind of sits there.
Ace?
I don't know the full details, but I know you used it, and I know it's where I am now.
So, Zertus, you just heard that. That evidently you're why Cathangus is currently where he is. And that you used the wish in something involving Strixhaven. Did you, Cathangus, did you explain any details on those memories? Because he doesn't remember.
Like, Certus will like take a slight step back, like getting like an uneasy feeling about this,
Yeah.
which
You
is
definitely feel
unusual
uneasy.
for himself.
And you feel yourself more tightly gripping the luck blade.
Isn't a usual feeling he feels, as usually it's like it's like a mix of anxiousness and cockiness.
Alright,
This is only fear.
make a wisdom save, Zertus. And it's to whether or not you can catch yourself before you say something.
It's Nate.
No.
His mouth cannot be contained.
Okay. Zertus, while this is going on, he's scared, clutching the blade tighter. He mumbles, "I wish I knew what happened." And one of the gems
God
cracks.
damn, no.
And suddenly, everything comes back. Like, he's remembering all of the details. Not just from his life. He's remembering everything that Cathanglus knows about what happened, too. Even from his perspective. Like, all of the memories are coming
Oh
back.
no!
Zertus. Including all the memories that aren't yours. you saw the events of that day now from every single person's perspective in Strixhaven at that moment. As you basically cast Wish to get this.
So I go from 3 to 1.
You just went from 1 to 100 immediately, basically. Make another wisdom save for the potential psychological damage this can cause.
It's not very emotional damage.
I got scared that I roll an actual 1.
Roll me a d6.
Oh no!
Like, I know that Sortu will be throwing up.
Alright. I am going to roll on the short-term madness table. Because you get
Also,
some level
yes,
of short... Sorry, go ahead.
Also, yeah, Sortu is like currently like visibly like throwing up like a long string of ink.
Well, I'll tell you what's about to happen. So, the character retreats into his or her mind and becomes paralyzed. The effect ends if the character takes any damage. This lasts for 8 minutes. So, you just blank out, and you basically become paralyzed and fall over as you just retreat into your own mind and are going through all of this information. Your brain just cannot process all this information and basically shuts off for 8 minutes.
Hell.
You're effectively unconscious and paralyzed this entire time. Certus.
Okay. Do you just like okay, this is what I imagine like happens. Like, Sortu's like getting like the memories, like the first memories coming in. He feels like sick, and he like starts to throw up before like just like stopping, and just like falling over.
You fall over. And I also like to imagine that your body's now becoming covered in black ink as you're... Let's put it this way. It seems like you begin to have an episode similar to when Cathang's powers go wild.
Dana's immediately nervous for what's gonna happen because he equated it to himself. Tries to catch.
Cathang's, what do you do in this situation faced with this?
Cathangos immediately recollecting what happened to him with that, he tries to, like, catch Zertus before he falls.
So you managed to catch Certus. It's not hard to catch Certus before he falls. You managed to catch him before he falls, but you feel a very high amount of energy, magical energy emanating off of him, as it almost feels like static electricity in the air. And it's beginning to react with the delirium around him.
Do I have to do this? My friend. He just uses, a third domain, Jadavated to try to purify him of delirium.
What are you using it on?
On, Zertus.
Alright, you used the Purify Delirium ability on Zertus. How long did it take?
I'm actually pulling up the document because I think I have it. I should have it. Here's the channel.
Time.
It takes, there it is, 10 minutes.
Okay. So, you sit there. So you're going to sit there for 10 minutes and do this? before that happens, Zertis, your body begins to overload magically as you snap awake, and suddenly the entire terrain shifts around all of you. As now there's a large dust storm being kicked up, and you find both of you are inside of a tornado
God damn it.
that is filled with delirium sand.
So much sand. Get sand.
I would like both of you to make Constitution saves. Yes, even you can think this.
Constitution. I suck at that. That's 13.
So, Cathangless, you're fine. Zertis, you get buffeted by the sand. It doesn't do any damage, but it causes you to gain a level of contamination. As well as roll me a d6. Oh, this sandstorm, by the way, is interrupting your ritual, Fox.
2.
Okay, you did not gain mutation. As both of you are being lifted into the air forcibly by this hurricane. Or not hurricane, tornado.
Fight it.
Also, Zertis, you're emanating energies at an alarming rate. You don't know how you're doing this, and you don't know how to stop it, but it feels like all the magical energy inside of you is on the verge of exploding.
That's not good.
Yeah,
That's not good.
Don't explode, fucker!
I will give you both
trying
2 turns to try and figure something out before he explodes like a time bomb. I will let you choose who goes first. I'll tell you right now, the companions cannot help with this. They would be of no help.
Oh my god.
I'm looking for certain specific abilities and spells to potentially get you out of this situation.
I was my first thought about to say I cast Word of Game as Magnificent Mansion.
You cast Gordon Cayman's what? Gordon Cayman's Magnificent Mansion. Okay. A doorway appears that you can enter. And do you and Zertis both enter it?
I yeet Zertis through the doorway.
Okay, so you enter the doorway and you tell Zertis to follow you. Zertis, it's now your turn. Do you enter the doorway?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
sure.
enter the doorway. Fox, what does the interior of the mansion look like? It's up to you.
Looks like an old old-timey bathhouse mixed together with a lot like a mix with the. Oh, it looks like the Spring and Sylvester's area.
Cool. And so now both of you are in this peaceful area, completely isolated from the storm. Though, he's still seemingly going to explode, though it seems to have been delayed a little bit. He's not going to explode in the course of 3 more turns. One more turn.
Okay, I don't think I can cast magic, because that will probably just fasten it.
You can try. There's one real quick way to find out.
Yeah, but like listen, it's magic related. I don't think it's a good idea to cast magic.
Good thing. Let's just. I have to use Sylvester's water.
Sylvestro's gaming.
I will.
Sylvestro's gamer Derek's bathwater.
Oh God. I will note, by the way, Zertis, you did actually gain an epic boon for that previous win. We'll talk about that one after the situation is resolved. But yeah, you actually did. You gained the epic boon that relates to the knowledge, and actually give Cathangus a hint as to what that boon was he just gained. So, let's just put it this way. You know a lot more spells now, Curtis.
Okay.
You don't know what they are offhand, but you do know that you have a lot more spells. So, Cathangus, it's your turn again. What are you going to do? He's still clearly going to explode, but it'll take longer now.
Gently dip him inside the water. So I
Okay,
cast Identify.
you place Certus inside the water and what?
So I use Identify.
Identify on him?
Him.
Okay. You identify, you cast Identify. You are able to identify that currently he's being afflicted by something similar to a curse. But it's not quite a curse. It's more that his magical energy is reacting to the information within the system and to the trauma within its system, and is in auto-defense mode, trying to get him out of the situation as quickly as possible, but not having any option to do so, thus overloading.
He'd play the Song of Healing.
You don't have another action right now. It'd be his turn.
Alright.
Certus, it's your turn. You're currently in a bath.
Dissolving because ink and water.
The ink coming off of you is floating to the top of the water. You yourself, though, are fine. But you, notably, Certus does not like baths.
What should I do? Do I have anything?
Sortu doesn't mind them, but Certus does not like them.
I don't have anything. Frick!
Do you do anything on your turn?
I can't.
You do what?
I can't do anything.
Okay. So, Box, it's on your turn again. So, what did you cast? Or what
Song
did
of
you
Healing.
do? What was that?
Song of Healing.
Okay. You play Song of Healing. Remind me what that does. Not my rocket.
Access to remove curse and greater restoration. You can also play it to fully heal. Do I think 3d4 healing.
Okay. Is there a prayer item?
I think it's rare, but we wrote it. It should be very rare.
Okay. I don't see it in rare, so let's look in very rare. Yeah, Song of Healing. Okay. Indeed, the song can be used as both casting and greater restoration, remove curse, remove revivify, as it heals the body and mind and spirit, and use as both against you. And okay, yeah. So you basically have on you. So Certus, you basically hear this melody that is the Song of Healing from the Zelda franchise, and you feel the effects of a greater restoration spell, a remove curse spell, and a revivify spell on your body and mind, and spirit at once. This allows your system to, for lack of a better way to describe it, reformat in terms of reboot. In terms of just everything shuts off for a little bit, then turns back on, and starts going back to normal.
Have you tried turning the bulb off and on again?
Yes. Basically, he turned your power off and on again.
Wouldn't this just like force Ceres to turn into Sortu?
This entire time, Sortu has been unable to actually manifest, because Certus has been the main driver, and Sortu's found himself unable to manifest.
Yeah, that is true. But by turning off Certus, it forces somebody to take the driver's spot.
You would think, however, something else weird happens instead. when Sortu tries to manifest as the driver of the body, he is able to appear, but he appears as a separate person, standing off to the side of the bathtub out of the water, except Sortu isn't actually separate right now. Cathangless, and what are you able to see with your Auric mask? This is basically a simulacrum that Sortu is piloting.
My mom always said odd things happen when I play that song.
It seems like all of the excess magical energy that was being built up and about to explode was channeled into a quote-unquote creative use. It was channeled into giving Sortu a temporary body. That way he and Xertus can both interact, but also it was an effective way to channel off the excess energy, basically. The song converted it into a usable form, in this case, giving Sortu its own.
This is lightly panting. How do you feel?
Odd.
I will
Rarely
say...
use that song.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It says, I rarely use that song unless it's drastically needed.
So this means that it was drastically needed. Okay.
You didn't want my friend to explode.
I will state in D&D terms, Sortu, do you know how simulacrums work?
Well, I know what a simulacra is, but I don't exactly know what a simulacrum is.
So, a
In D&D
simulacrum,
terms.
in-game you don't know what it is, but a simulacrum out-of-game, basically in this case, you are the same stat block as Sortu, except you are unable to benefit from the effects of any sort of rest, short rest or long rest. Meaning that, for example, when you run out of spell slots, you're just out of spell slots. You also cannot regain hit points.
Basically, simulacrum is like, how would I say it? Like a copy.
Yeah, it's a temporary copy. When your simulacrum dies fully, you will return back to Xertus. Though you, as a character, don't know this. I'm telling you as a player. You'll return back to Xertus.
I know.
You are a biotic. Yes. He is made of ice, currently. Ice and snow, specifically, is what he's made out of. So, yes, I'll let you to continue the dialogue as all this is happening.
Last time my mom did that was during the war. She won't tell me which war, she won't tell me what happened, but she used it then.
Okay, but it feels a little weird to see like myself and like myself also. So yeah.
I mean, I've seen myself a lot. He just chuckles. Get used to it over
Well,
some
yeah,
time.
but because but you see yourself in the mirror. This.
Sure, buddy. Sure, it's just the mirror. Like I said, weird childhood, weird life.
You're making me both worried and curious about what the fuck is wrong with your life.
Let's just say when you have Sylvester as a grunkle, not everything is as it seems.
Sortu knows
I
that all too
fucking-
well. Given his relationship with Sylvester.
I fucking do things for him. I'm his fucking errand boy.
Yeah, you're the new errand boy. I used to be the old one. Been trusting after a while after the explosion incident in the Feywild.
Actually have his ears. Well, not on this body, but on that body.
I like
Oh,
to think
you
at that
mean
moment
first-
Sortu just pulls out his ears. He still has his pocket somehow.
Then she's like, oh, you have his first one over 70 years.
Like just pulls out like the left and the right ear.
It's weird to play Got Your Nose with someone that can actually get your nose. He's just maintaining a positive vibe throughout all of this.
If only I could steer off your ears.
Just does it, and like there's others behind. There you go.
Yes, I'm just going to stop questioning the Fae family.
I am a fake creature. It's natural to me to have love of pranks. I'm sorry. I say you
Yeah, tell
I don't really have blood now.
tell that to me, who literally had to go through like maybe like a 3-hour walk when they could teleport. That makes sense.
Hey, Lavi.
Anyway, let's focus back on my ability, okay?
Yeah, I just did that because your body was about to explode with magic. I've seen it only happen a couple times. It's never been good.
On the bright side, you're now in the more magnificent mansion. You have a safe place to sleep. Would you
just
two like to take a long rest? Or you're continue talking? I assume you're going to talk over the course of the long rest if you would like to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figure you guys spend like the course of the 8 hours, like 2 of the, because 6 of the hours are actually sleeping, 2 of the hours are resting. Granted, I think this doesn't need rest, but Sortu. By the way,
Just meditating, looking at the body of Zerdus.
yeah. So you two are just talking over the course of this short rest, and there's like invisible waiters that come by to serve you guys food and drink and whatever you need.
And you just see Cadeus get like a not a Flintstone style T-bone steak as he just ravages through it.
Meanwhile, Sortu over here is like being the like polite boy, eating like he was taught to like in the royal way.
Oh jeez, it's a trait from my father that came to me and still is on because of.
It's okay, I don't mind. You ever see the baby Foxy? They eat worse than you do.
It's less in my blood for the wolf DNA and for the fact that my bond with Raiju.
Oh wait, yeah, but wait, where is Raiju? Because we have Oil Can and we have Yugo, but where the hell is Raiju?
Fully remembering the fact that he could teleport.
That's when you suddenly remember something, Kathinglis. You're technically on a different plane of existence now.
Oh.
You remember what happens to soul-bonded companions when they're on a different plane of existence than their owner?
Anguish just looks terrified. Fuck, I have to save him.
As you go to open the door to look out, there's still just the tornado out there.
Can't get to him. He can't do his portal trick. Anguish just slightly roars as you see like a little bit of psychic-looking fire come out of him.
And if you guys would like to, this sounds like a good stopping point for the session.
Okay. Yeah, I was getting sleepy anyway.
Yeah, this wasn't as creepy as I wanted it to be, but this is a lot of dialogue and bonding, which I am proud of. Also, you inadvertently made a wish.
I hope I didn't ruin anything, Bug.
Oh no, you did. If anything, I ruined something by causing the wish to happen. To be fair, I did leave it up to a wisdom thing. You know, I didn't make it a guaranteed thing.
Listen, I am not mad that the wish happened. Like, yeah, it happened. I was trying to save it, but listen, they were scared. They were reliving moments. Shit happened.
Right? Yeah. And in that moment, I thought it would be very. It would make sense if he just mumbles without even thinking about it. I wish I knew. Not realizing that he's saying "I wish," meaning that, and while holding the luck blade. Because normally, if he's not holding the luck blade, he doesn't have to worry about that. But if he is, then he has to worry about whenever he says, I wish. But he didn't think about it in that moment. He was so overloaded with things. He just did that, and it just made him even more over.
I just realized as time is going on, Cathagos is acting more and more draconic.
Yes. And you're acting more and more like Sylvester.
He's doing this without thinking.
Yeah. I also got to introduce Madness for the first time. Huzzah! That was fun.
How he would fix it.
What was that?
It's totally a character how Cathagos would try to fix it.
Yeah. So, conclusions that we found out. The entirety of this Void Ocean area is drenched in delirium. Like, few things are spared. The water seems to be one of the only things that are spared. Everything else, everything that you see that's purple is drenched in delirium, including all the creatures here.
The session just ends with Cathagos just sighing, doing Astral Dragon Breath without thinking.
Yeah. I would like to talk about, before we actually stop the stream, I would like to talk about the epic boon that Zertis actually gained from all of this knowledge. And I would actually like to ask Lou a question as a player.
Yes.
Do you feel this boon should extend to Sortu as well, or just Zertis?
Well, it really depends on what it is, because if it's if it's related more like to Strixhaven and stuff like that, I can understand why it would be only for Sortus. But if it's like body stuff, like physical stuff, I can understand why it would be on both.
In this case, it's related to the wish that he made, which was, and I quote, I'm trying to remember what the exact wording of the wish was, but it was something along the lines of, I wish I knew it all. I wish I knew what I forgot. Something like that?
Like, I wish to remember what was...
It's not even I wish to remember. I wish I knew. As in implying he wants to know things that he couldn't have ever remembered.
So I think it does tie into the story too.
Well, I think this would tie to Sortu because it is their mind, so...
Yeah, which is why I thought it would too. But I thought as a player, I would give you the choice as to whether you wanted to or not, because this does add more power to Sortu. But I don't have a problem with that, if you don't have a problem with that.
I don't have a problem, but I think this should be considered to be for both, because it is like their minds are connected, even if they don't know that, even if they are separated.
Yeah, so I've been kind of sandbagging what this one is a little bit, but you just gained a 6th level epic boon.
Yes, in fact.
The boon of magical knowledge. So,
Which is actually very good.
I'll put this in Roll20 chat. I would like you to read this aloud, Sortu.
The boon of magical knowledge. You know every spell from your available class list, and have every single spell from those lists prepared at all times in addition. Because I may casting.
And you have 2 very good classes that have a lot of spells for Bard and Wizard.
And now this applies to both Sortu and Zertis. So, have fun with having all the spells. Keep in mind, it doesn't give you more spell slots. It just gives you more spells. But still. It does mean that you technically have knowledge on every wizard spell. Including the ones you can't cast yet. Sorry, go ahead.
So basically, Sortu just became like Sortu became what somebody Mr. Ace has been trying to do.
Yeah.
Mr. A is referring to Cathanglis.
Can't become a wizard yet.
And this is also for Xerxes. I'll point out. This is not just for Sortu. This is also for Xerxes. So yeah, this is what the wish gave him. In addition to all the memories from Strixhaven, he just has this.
Xerxes a monk multiclass?
He's a monk and what's the other one? Bard? I think it's monk bard.
Let me check. It's monk and shadow sorcerer.
Oh no!
Monk sorcerer. Got it.
Oh god, no!
What is it?
There's a lot of good sorcerer spells.
Yeah, I'm just only a shadow of the monk and a shadow of soul. My heart beats only once per minute, and even that sometimes surprises me.
Your heart only beats once every minute. Cathanglis' heart that just doesn't beat at all. Cathanglis like, this is fine.
Right. So yeah, have fun reading
blink.
all the things, trying to figure out what spells you actually want. Because here's the thing, you technically have all spells available to you at all times, but I don't want you putting everything on your character sheet, so...
Yeah, that's just too much. I will just look over spells I like and think might be helpful and just put them in.
Yep. And the nice thing, you don't ever have to worry about preparing spells again. You just have them. You don't need to worry about, oh, I can only prep a certain amount per day corresponding to my intelligence. No, you don't need to worry about that. You're good. Also, I'll also point out the fact that it mentions that, in addition, you can apply your main casting stat to all spells from any class that you know, meaning that you can apply charisma to your wizard spells and intelligence to your bard spells.
Wait, if I wish I knew, that means I knew what my first wish was. So what was the first wish?
The first wish was, and I quote, actually, let me get the exact wording here. I need to think about this. I actually haven't thought about this.
What actually made Cathanglis angry?
Your first wish, Xerxes' first wish was, and I quote, I wish to make all of this better. Please save them.
Oh, that's an unusual wish for Sordus.
Xerxes. It was in a moment of his entire world was falling apart, and he knew he was likely to die there.
Self-preservation.
What was that?
Self-preservation.
It was self-preservation, but also it was one of the rare moments where he felt like he had an opportunity to be a hero and to actually save people, and save people he cared about. Because there's very few people he actually cared about, but he did want to save those people that he cared about, and he was panicking, and he knew he had the capability to do so because he had wish. He thought, so in the moment, he just made a wish, hoping for the best. And the wish kind of broke reality.
There goes gravity.
More spaghetti.
Oh, spaghetti!
So let's think. Okay, let's see. Some people change their bodies, like Cathanglis and Hoonry. Then we have people forgetting memories.
Cathanglis, who now remembers it all, I think.
Everyone has their own things, and now we found out who is actually the reason why this has happened. Xerxes is actually the one to cause everyone to be in this world, in the world of
Every time
Kushwaka.
Cathanglis' first reaction was he was about to attack him. You bitch!
If I remember correctly, Cathanglis, you previously thought Lionfang did this.
I know, that's why he got more upset.
Yeah, but no, Xerxes did. And he was just a bystander that Lionfang completely ignored. Lionfang never even noticed Xerxes was there because...
Why do I think Lionfang takes credit for it?
What was that?
Why do you think like a lying Fang thinks he did it and it takes credit for it?
Did answer Cathangus's question when you yelled at him for doing this, and his response is, "Bitch, I didn't do shit."
Lion Fang doesn't think he made a wish, but Lion Fang thinks he wrecked things so badly that something probably just broke, and some god caused this to happen, and he's fine with it happening.
Oh boy, he's going to be angry when he finds out the little kobold did this.
Yep. Which, to be fair, he's never met you, because in the competition you guys had, you were not there. So he's technically never met you, even in this timeline. The only
Yeah, that is.
The only times he's seen you is when he was looking at Cathanglis through a scrying sensor. And he saw you in the background, but he just saw you as another part of the rabble. And since he didn't show up to the fight with him, he's probably assuming you're just like the weakest member of the group, the errand boy, the one that doesn't mean anything.
Wait, what about Strixhaven? He could have heard rumors about like a kobold that is not too nice, but it's not too mean. Like a little bit of a delinquent.
He knows that you have sass, but beyond that, he doesn't really find anything notable about you as a character. So yeah,
Oh, he's
I'm
a bitch boy. Okay.
gonna go ahead and end the stream here. But yeah, that was fun. I had fun. You guys have fun?
Yes, I did. I like the fact that two things happened with that session. One, Cathanglis started like admitting the fact that he started to act like a dragon, like a proper dragon. He started to admit that, and two, Cathanglis just basically laid out the fact that he was the Oracle.
Yeah, and 3, we found out a lot more about Xertus, their relationship, and also we found out what caused people to end up in Kishwaka.
Yeah, I like that. That is more of the mystery revealed, but more of the mystery now hazed.
Yeah, and
Well,
that's
it's still a mystery
right.
because we got an answer, but that still doesn't give us enough answers to figure out everything.
And you do still have one more wish.
You remember our
What
Yeah,
we
it's true. I just.
I like this thing. He's just like, hey, use the wish to escape. I won't use a single wish. 5 seconds, 5 minutes later, uses a wish.
I lived all
On
my
accident.
years in that
But yeah, okay, I mean,
Accident.